As some of you know, I used to work in Congress for like 5.5 years, and I would always joke that I wish I could teach like a class on networking because some of y'all are acting wild out there. I think the two biggest mistakes people make when networking is one, you make it like too transactional that it turns people off, and two, you don't follow up correctly. I feel like this advice would apply to like any industry, but I will say that I've only ever worked in politics, so let me know if your industry does something very different. Okay, I have 3 tips for you guys. The first is to keep a running note on your phone of the people you're meeting with. It doesn't have to be intense. It can literally look like this. All you really need to include is when you met, how you know that person, and like one unique, interesting thing they told you. And it's hard to do tip number 2 unless we've done tip number 1. So tip number 2 is to make sure that every interaction you have with them isn't you asking them to do something. Maybe the last time you guys spoke, they mentioned it was their birthday next week. Make a note of that and either text or email them happy birthday if that feels natural. But let's say you do need something from them. Try and include a personal note. This is a great example. Let's say Tammy mentioned that her son is getting married over Labor Day. Like include that in your note, right? So how was the wedding? Hope it went well. Also, I applied to that job you mentioned. Like, here's my resume. Would be amazing if you can flag. And my last tip is to make it insanely easy for them. I used to have staffers email me stuff like this. Like, what job, Sarah? Where's your resume? What are you talking about? People meet with dozens of people a week. Like, spell it out for them. Say when you met. Say the exact job. Maybe include a link to it. Attach the resume so that the person doesn't have to go hunt through their email to find it. If you approach networking as like a fun way to meet interesting people in your industry, I think you're going to get way more out of it. As always, I hope this was helpful. And if you have any tips I missed, let me know.